Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast. This is Camp Slash Horrorcast, Season 3, Episode 2, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. If this is your first time checking out the podcast network, we appreciate it. Please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just a reminder, Camp Slash Horrorcast is a weekly live videocast available on Twitch and YouTube. We go live every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/WeArePodcastNetwork and youtube.com/WeArePodcastNetwork. As the Camp Slash Horrorcast is live, I will not be editing the audio for this podcast. So what you saw live is what you get here. Please come watch the stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And if you want to see the previous streams, go check out our Twitch or YouTube channel. And for a full list of future films we'll be watching, please head over to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. All links can be found in the description. And with that, on to the Horrorcast.
Camp Slash Horrorcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast. We talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central. It's a little bit later because Duck fell asleep. So, starting at 8:45-ish, we are going to talk some movage. Today, we've got Jacob. I've seen a lot of people on drugs. Pinkston. Jacob, how are you doing today, sir?
It's actually Dick Warlock. And
Dick Warlock. How are you doing, Dick Warlock?
I'm doing well.
Richard Warlock. It is good to see you. Next, we've got David from an ancient sacrificial circle, Stonehenge. We had a hell of a time getting it here. Jessup. David, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, man.
And finally, it's good to see you, by the way, and thank you. And finally, we've got Jay. I do love a good joke, and this is the best joke ever, a joke on the children. McClintock. Jay, how are you, sir?
Okay, you're making me sound a little pedo there, but I guess I'll forgive it.
Not as pedo as Dr. Chalice. All I'm saying.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk about him.
You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Well, guys, we watched Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, release date October 22nd, 1982, with a running time of 98 minutes, budget $2.5 million, box office $14.4 million. So not a bad haul for that movie.
It was a hit.
But obviously, we'll get into of the lack of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode and all that good jazz.
Oh, they weren't in this?
Oh, a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, they were. Little
spoiler,
swage.
guys.
Little
smidge.
swage.
Like a little smidge of maybe 30 seconds. All right, synopsis.
commercial.
Hospital emergency room, Dr. Daniel Dan Chalice and Ellie Grimbridge, the daughter of a murder victim, uncover a terrible plot by small-town mask maker Connell Cochran, a madman who's planning a Halloween mass murder utilizing an ancient Celtic ritual. The ritual involves a boulder stolen from Stonehenge, the use of silver shamrock mask, and a triggering device contained in a television commercial, all designed to kill millions of children. So, long synopsis, we watched the movie. Guys, who's got past with this? Who's got history? To start with Jake. Jake, have you seen this before?
Bits and pieces. This is the first time I watched it all the way through.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
That
fresh
explains
off
the
it.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fresh off it. Get him. Fresh off it too. Jake, like me, he watched it today, and I was running super late on it. So,
you know what? I think I knew why I skipped past it while watching it here and there. Well,
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, this is horrible.
So I said to Jake, I said, you can skim through it, and you're not going to miss a damn thing.
I know. Oh,
It's,
you'll miss some good things in it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, there is a titty at one point. He just starts sucking on that nip. I was shocked.
Titty.
One
Titty.
titty. One
Full
titty.
on. That's a fully though.
David, what's your history with the movie?
I saw it when I worked at the video store. Back in the day, we didn't have Rotten Tomatoes. We didn't have the internet. We had something called word of mouth. And I was going to go see this movie when it came out in the theaters, but the word of mouth came around really quick that it did not have Michael Myers in it. And I was like, nope. And I also think I saw it in like Fangoria magazine or something. And I was like, what the fuck is this? So I was mad. And so I didn't see it until years later. And when I first saw it, I was like, this is trash. And then I recently watched it again like a year ago before the cast. And I was like, you know what? I love this bad movie. I think it's awful, but I think it's to me, it's the perfect example of a good bad movie. I think it's horrible, cheesy, awful, but at the same time, I enjoy the fuck out of it.
They were trying to make a good movie, and it just didn't work out that way. It's like Goblin or fucking Silent Night, Deadly Night, or whatever.
Yeah, it's so bad, but man, there's something so endearing about it. And I think what really got me, I think why I love it so much, is I love the ending, man. I know I don't want to jump ahead, but I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, like no holds barred. Like there's no one's gonna come save the day. You know, it's like nope.
No
So I love
bars
that.
will be held.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like wait a second. You just killed millions of children. High five. Way to go.
High five.
High five.
Question, seriously. When you found out there was no Michael Myers, which is the big sticking point of this, no Laurie Strode, none of that, different universe. I mean, I guess it takes place somewhere completely else because he's watching Halloween on TV. How did you feel about that? Like, was it an utter letdown when you're like, what the fuck are they thinking?
Well, this is my first thought was this. Then why are you calling it Halloween 3?
Right.
You know, it was just very confusing.
Doesn't go. Yes, it has nothing to do with the whole fucking storyline at all. Like it's its own separate movie.
Yeah, which is fine. Which is, and I understand that reading into it, they wanted to do like an anthology series where every year another Halloween movie would come out that would be its own story. Well, the problem is the first two are connected, and so once the first two are connected via Michael Myers, especially from the fact that you can take part 1 and part 2 of Halloween and play them back together. It's like one long movie. And then all of a sudden they go, oh, wait, the third one has nothing to do with the first two.
Yeah. Hey, look at these. There's kids in Stonehenge.
Do we know that it wasn't?
Man.
Do we know if it wasn't already being produced this season of The Witch and they tacked on Halloween 3 to try to sell it? Or did they?
Jay, jump in, Jay.
Yeah, Jay, do you know if?
Jay knows.
Jay knows.
This is what I do know. I do know this. First time I saw this movie, and thanks for asking, Doug. I
was getting to it. I'm so sorry. Yes,
I sidetracked him. My fault.
It was freshman year in high school, and it was on TNT. Saw this on Halloween night. It was like the first Halloween I was officially too cool to do any sort of like trick or treating or anything like that. I was like, nah, fuck it. Nah, I'm a high school kid now. I don't do that. So I'm gonna watch Halloween 3, and I knew going into it that he wasn't in it, and so I was like, okay, we'll see what's up. And the first time I saw it, I thought it was pretty shitty. I really did. And then I saw it again about 5 or 6 years later. I'm like, man, it's growing on me. It's growing on me like a fucking fungus. And then my love for it's gotten better and better every time I've seen it. I'll tell you this about why it's called Halloween. It's called money, and they wanted to make it, and so they just wanted to get into that universe so that they can do it. And also, yeah, it was absolutely, this was John Carpenter's actual intended movie for the second one, but because it was the most successful independent movie of all time, Universal or whoever the distributor was said, yeah, we need more of that in our lives. And so I believe Carpenter like agreed to allow the second one to be made, because even in this movie, he is a producer. Him and Deborah Hill are producers. Right. I think it was like, well, we can do that movie, but you got to let me do the anthology movie too. So it's almost like Halloween 2 and 3 were kind of like a package deal, so that he would even he would have any involvement in 2. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, he wrote 2. The story by credit is for him for 2.
Exactly.
But he's very unhappy with it. He hates 2. So
but he never wanted to see Michael Myers after the first movie.
Right. And I think that's the ambiguous, they want that ambiguous ending, because technically the end of the first one has an ambiguous ending. This one has an ambiguous ending. Maybe that was going to be the staple of these Halloween movies, was always to have that pseudo twist ending. Good, Jake. What were you going to say?
I think he had more input on this movie than he lets on, because he is the composer of the score.
Right. And it's
I think
awesome.
He was involved. He was definitely involved.
He was given total fucking notes to what's his face that directed it. I forget who it is, but either way.
Say Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins did everything in this movie.
There are shots in this movie that you could have almost literally put into Christine. It has a lot of that same tension that he used.
Oh, especially at the beginning. At the very beginning. Yes.
This came out first. This came out before Christine.
Oh, dude. Okay, so about the beginning, I have a real fucking major beef with this. Okay,
let's get into it.
Hit it.
The cyborg or automaton, as they're calling him in the script, is he's choking out the fucking dad, and he doesn't even see it fucking pulling the fucking chain, and then I didn't realize till the end that they're very weak, and I was like, oh, that killed that motherfucker. Like it had just slowly rolled into him and crushed him. And it was like, ugh! And I didn't know what the fuck was going on. This is the first time I watched it all the way through. And then Dr. Pedophile punches a hole in a fucking robot filled with egg yolk. And that made total sense after that. But that was one of my first beefs, and I didn't even realize, like, okay, they had a fucking answer for it, though.
My question is, you're calling the main character, Dr. Pedophile, or the bad guy, Dr. Pedophile? Because the main
both
character,
of them, both.
The main character is definitely Dr. Sexual Harassment and Dr. Fucking all of his staff, because he's slapping the nurse on the ass.
That nurse slapped his ass back, though.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
She plays back.
They were into it. She liked it.
Yeah. That's the thing, that he was fucking her. He was fucking the girl down in the fucking mortuary or whatever that was. He immediately is banging the broad that's the daughter of the guy. Like, I'm like, is she a fembot the whole time? That was my question. I think she was.
She's like the top notch. She was like the fucking the best version of those.
Right. Sex bot, total sex bot. That's what I'm saying. Like the whole time, right? She was that. Do you guys agree with that or no? Do you think that she?
I don't know what the fuck happened.
That's a fair answer, actually, because what did happen in this movie?
Well, that scene, if you look at it again, one of the things I've really come to appreciate about Halloween 3 is how much of a springboard for tropes it was. The trope where he finds out that she is, a fembot, the daughter of the guy who dies in the beginning, and when he finds that out, they almost completely redo that scene in The Mouth of Madness with Sam Neill and the girl and they also kind of use that as a homage to the movie we just watched 2 weeks ago, The Faculty, with Famke Janssen. That whole reveal about and then the head coming off and all this stuff. Like, this movie really started a lot of that stuff. And then, like I said, car tension, the tension of being chased by a car. Like, it really just it just did a lot of things well. Unfortunately, it didn't come really that well together in one movie, but I really felt like it kind of shot off in a lot of different directions, and I like that.
It's definitely weirdness, and I will say the one thing I enjoy tremendously from this movie are the masks. I love the design of the three main masks: the skeleton, the pumpkin, and the witch. I think that those are perfect designs.
Apparently, the whole town did.
Yeah,
nobody wanted to have. Yeah, they didn't have one fucking individual Halloween costume throughout the entire.
And there were other
town.
ones too in the background. There was a snake one and a Grim Reaper one, I think. So there were other designs they were having, but those.
No, I think what they did is they put like hoods over them because there was a clown version of the skeleton, the skull head, also. So I think they just added like hoods and shit to it.
I would love to have those masks though. Those would be so cool.
David, what's the name of that famous mask maker?
Oh shit! Look at that. He's got them. He's got the toys.
The famous mask maker.
He was the famous costume mask maker. We all had his costumes as a kid.
Oh, I know. I can't think of his name.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Oh damn! What is his name? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I had an Optimus Prime one when I was 6, and a Jerry one from Tom and Jerry. No, a Tom one. Tom was the cat, right? Tom was the cat, right? Yeah, Tom.
No, yeah, because there's a Tom cat.
Yeah, I had a Tom costume.
Was it Don Post? That's not it.
Oh, I think that sounds right. Don Post.
I know everyone had them. I always think of the Casper mask from that Clint Eastwood movie. God damn it, where Kevin Costner's in it and the money. What is the name of that movie?
What a wasted opportunity from that company to get their name out through this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
All you're gonna be doing is killing kids.
What was so cool about it is growing up as a kid, I never had a full head mask. all the masks I had were plastic up front with the little
Yeah,
elastic
that's
thing.
what we're talking about
Yeah.
with this.
And these masks were so cool because they fit all the way over your head. You know,
Absolutely.
And I thought it was so
These are
badass.
rich kid. These are rich kid masks for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what they were taking a prank on the rich kids or the kids in general. And I mean, they show like the crappier masks, like the plastic in the front and just the little.
No, fucking pedophile Chalice fucking bought his kids some shitty fucking mask at the beginning of the movie. She's like, nah, fuck that. I got some goddamn silver shamrocks over here.
Yeah.
Hate you.
Yeah,
I
your
don't-
child support is paying for the
yeah.
good shit right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking
and
of
how
woke,
Thank God you're a doctor.
yeah. Go ahead,
What was
David.
that,
What were you
David?
saying?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, how has nobody started a silver shamrock mask company?
I thought it was a gas station whenever they kept mentioning it. I was like, why is this gas station selling fucking the highest quality
It's a
Halloween
Buc-ee's.
masks? And they have the money to film a commercial for every day of October.
Yeah,
That's like,
speaking
you know,
of
when
which, that
Halloween's
commercial
coming.
was playing a lot, like a lot. That commercial was always playing. How much did that cost? You know what I mean? That dude must be rolling in the dough for real. And
Fucking Mr.
how about
Cocker.
how, how about that classic fucking Halloween, which is just London Bridges falling down over and over
Mhm.
again. But wow, does that get stuck in your head? That's all I hear right now. I'm sure for the next fucking week, that's all I'm going to hear. Me and Jay were singing at
Hey,
Mercury.
Duck, if you want to get a silver shamrock mask that goes over your head, Trick or Treat Studios sells them for like $60.
That's not bad. I figured they'd be about 100, 120, so that's pretty
Yeah.
sweet. I would like to get those eventually. That would be badass. Like I love the design of them. But
Yeah.
yeah, the music gets stuck in your head like hardcore. And I started singing it earlier, and my girlfriend finished it, and I was like, "How do you know that?" She goes, "I just guessed." I was like, "See, this is London Bridge is falling down. That's all that's going on." But man,
She
they
guessed Silver Shamrock.
Oh, she just said Halloween. She didn't do the silver
okay, got
shamrock. She didn't do that part. That would have been fucking impressive.
How did you get that? Oh, I just guessed.
Like, what kind of Celtic rituals are you into, woman? What's going on? This shit's out of control. Well, the movie itself, the pacing's a little bit off. It's a little bit weird. The guy is a drunk, I guess, because that's what his ex-wife keeps saying. I love the scene with the hobo where he's going through the alley and the hobo's like, "I don't got any diseases. Give me a swig." And all I could think was fucking COVID. Don't be playing around. But he swigs it, and he's got all the exposition. The fucking hobo knows everything. So I thought that
Yeah, he tries walking away after he just takes a drink out of his bottle. He's like, "Hey, I got no disease. Just let me get a drink." And he's like, "Well, I'm on my way."
And I love in the middle of it too. He goes, "You got $1?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, this guy's getting a swig and a buck." Hell yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Swig and a buck.
Hell yeah, dude. And
Like
then the best score in the movie, I don't know. I think it is whenever the hobo gets the old twist and shift on his head, because the blood spray out I thought was pretty cool. So when we get the clips, of course, that's clipped in there. But that was cool. And also when the woman accidentally shoots the laser into her face. And what is the bug coming out? Is that a locust? What is the
That is
cricket.
No, that's a fucking mutated cricket. It's not like, yeah, it's almost like a locust, like a biblical locust.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. But is it? I don't know.
No. Okay, no, never mind. I'm talking about whenever the kid gets his head fucking
Not the
split
kid,
open after
but-
you watch the video. Okay.
Yeah, she gets that
I
one
gotta mix
really exotic bug that comes out.
And it starts going hello. And
Yeah.
it goes into the wig. It was like perfectly done. I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty-
Like Temple of Doom bugs.
Yeah,
it was
it was
pretty badass.
pretty terrifying.
Well, how about the kid getting it too? I mean, this movie breaks one of the golden rules of you don't harm children. That kid gets it fucking hardcore, and they kind of send him up like a brat. So you're just kind of like, yeah, eat it, kid, whatever. But it is kind of like when the snake starts coming out of his mouth and shit. I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking gnarly. So I was like, that's.
Hey, let me ask you this, guys. And maybe I missed it because I really wasn't paying attention. But what is the point of murdering millions of children?
I got this.
Okay,
Go, Jay.
thank you, Jay.
Okay, a lot of this movie. Well, a lot of this movie has its place in Irish folklore, and a lot of people don't know this, that the original Halloween was actually called the Festival of Samhain. Y'all know it better as Glenn Danzig's other band. It's spelled
Same
as-
hand.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
pronounced Samhain.
Yeah.
It's very. That's why jack-o'-lanterns are called jack-o'-lanterns. It's also very Irish. a lot of those things had to deal with human sacrifice. So some of the actual lore behind it actually had to do with sacrifice of certain individuals, maybe not necessarily children, but it eventually came to a point where the kids were dressing up as, you know, ghouls and things to scare away evil spirits once a year on All Hallows Eve. And so that's a big reason behind it. It was meant to be, I think they were going for something a little more, you know, historical. I even heard a rumor that they actually wanted to call the movie Samhain. It's because it was supposed to be more like it. But then again, you know, money talks. They wanted that money, and if it was called Samhain, it probably would have made $18.
Well, yeah, like, you know, I said I wanted it to be called Season of the Witch, but if it's called Season of the Witch instead of Halloween 3, it doesn't make the money. It made that money because it was called Halloween 3.
Also,
and by the way, Halloween 3, the movie poster was amazing. That movie
with the kids trick or treating.
Yeah,
really cool.
But good, Jake.
Is anybody else mad that Donovan's Season of the Witch isn't played in this movie fucking once?
Here.
Do y'all even know that song? No,
Yeah,
No.
I know it.
Well,
I know it. Yeah.
It's
Well,
fine.
it's like that's
Sure.
what makes one of the things that makes American Werewolf in London so great are all the moon reference songs that they played throughout the entire movie. You know, I love that. I love that little thing.
Yes.
I'm
So,
more
yes.
mad that there's not a fucking witch in the movie. What the fuck? Why is it called
point,
Season
Duck.
of the Witch?
Good point.
I
It's
saw
like
a
Troll
handful
2
of
having
witch
no
masks.
trolls. It had
Yeah.
one witch and it was just a witchy costume.
Yeah, that I was just like, where's
Love
this fucking
corn.
witch? Where did we get this witch bullshit from? I don't even understand. Season of the Bitch is more like it.
I think
Hey.
I think I got
Got
that
'em.
one. I got that answer as well.
What you got, Jay? What you got?
Because of the fact that the movie revolves around Halloween and candy, I think they were going for a subtly allure to Hansel and Gretel, and the fact that the witch was also trying to kill the children. So I think that was the idea behind that. It was a
God
stretch,
damn, dude, that's
Damn,
not
that's
bad.
good.
That's
but
not bad.
if you want to,
It's a good stretch, dude. I like that.
that's what I believe. That's just my that's
Not bad.
a bunch of my friends in college and me, we found a love for Season of the Witch because, ironically, I'm really not a big Halloween fan, but it's tied with Nightmare on Elm Street for the most films in the series that I actually saw in the theater. I saw 6, H2O, and I saw 6, H2O, and Resurrection. And I also saw the original Rob Zombie Halloween all in the theaters, and none of them I was like, I'm dying to go see them, but like they all just kind of popped up, and we were like, and then we started talking about Halloween 3. It's the same way people talk about Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, like it's the outlier in the series, and then you start getting into it, and you just find yourself, you can really go down a rabbit hole with it.
Well, it's just so wacky and weird and different, and just it's not good. I mean, but at the
No.
same time, it has many scenes and little ideas, and like the gore effects are fun, and that's
Yeah.
what makes it interesting. And also the idea of using a television, you know,
Yeah.
they always said
Sit in front of the
television,
TV. Sit in front
right?
of
Because we all sat 2
Yep.
feet in front of that fucking big screen TV, that RCA floor model bad boy, and we were all told the same thing: it was going to ruin our eyesight, and it did. And but
Oh,
the
yeah.
point is, also the TV hypnotized us, and we grew up in the '80s where the TV raised us in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Our parents had to work more than one job most of the time, you know, just to survive, or maybe both parents had to work or whatever. So TV was a babysitter. So the idea that it was poisoning and destroying and doing all these terrible things to children without them knowing, I mean, the subtext is there, you know.
Were you all latchkey kids?
I think I was. We didn't lock
Yep.
it though. We really didn't.
No, that a latchkey kid. That's not what it means. A latchkey
What's it
kid.
mean?
It's usually
You come home before your parents do, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But they didn't lock the doors. I don't know. I always thought it meant lock the doors. My bad.
No,
But,
I wouldn't.
Yeah, no. I mean, but you watched a lot of TV though, didn't you, Jake? Quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you got home. Like, I mean, also the idea that there was only 3 channels I thought was interesting because it was 1982 when this was made, so they didn't cut the feed on the 3rd one. So how do you get a hold of the 2 channels? Like, because I only had channels 2, 4, and 6, and I think 13 or something like that. Maybe we had Fox by that point. But those old school TV with the radio dial, you know, where it only goes to 13 channels. Absolutely
Rabbit
love
hairs.
it. Yeah,
You know why people had so many kids back then? Because one of them was always designated as the remote changer. You would just have the one
Absolutely.
kid
Get up.
that was just,
Yeah.
Get up, Timmy.
It was
Change
always the
fucking channel.
youngest. Yeah,
Yep.
that was me.
Oh.
Yep.
And then the other kid was holding the rabbit ears with the tinfoil on it to try to get your neighbor's cable.
Bro, we totally
Put
did
your
that.
arm up.
Yeah, put
We
your
totally
arm up.
More
did
this
that.
way.
Yes.
Oh wait, no.
That's one of my favorite
stay there.
scenes, and I love Poltergeist because Poltergeist, even though it's a crazy ghost story, it's grounded in reality in suburbia. But that opening scene where the two neighbors are fighting because the one guy's watching the football game and his neighbor is trying to watch Mr. Rogers for the kids, and it keeps on showing up on his table box, and it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, we used to take a coat hanger, attach it to the wire, then get the aluminum foil, wrap that around the coat hanger, and
Oh my
then
God.
have that. Yeah,
Fucking
and then
dangerous.
we had a long ass wire, so we go around the room trying to get the signal in. Plus, it had the radio dial on the TV, which allowed you to change the static on it. Oh yeah, good times, good times.
Who remembers Cross Connections?
What were
I don't-
cross
nope.
connections? Whenever you
That's
get
what-
other channels.
No, it's when you're on the phone and all of a sudden you hear somebody else's
yeah.
conversation.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yep,
Right.
that
Yeah,
happened to
who
me.
is this?
Yeah.
What's going
Yep.
on?
Yeah.
I
You call me
remember it
back.
was so cool when we had we first had call waiting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
it
was a
was
big deal.
badass. I totally
You
forgot
get to hear
that.
the beep.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Hold on,
so
I gotta
weird.
put you on three-way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
the
had
oth-
a Swatch phone? Y'all remember those?
what was a
Holy
Swatch
shit!
phone?
I did not have that. I did not.
What was it?
It was like a phone that you had in two pieces. So if you had a friend stay with you and you were doing like three-way call or group call or whatever, they could talk on the phone with you at the same time. It was a
Oh,
landline.
shit.
Wow.
I never even heard of that before. That's so weird. It's so weird to think of how much stuff got condensed into your cell phone. And like I was watching a video by the 8-bit guy who's down in Kennedale, and he was talking about going to like Fry's and stuff like that, or what was the one that you used to go to, Jake? Electric City or whatever it was called.
Circuit City.
Not Circuit City, it was something else. The one that you used to play the Jaguar at and the stuff like that.
There's Incredible Universe.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it,
Incredible
yes.
Universe. Yes.
So he said he used to go to
That was
places like
Fry's.
that. Yeah, and what it is he said all the stuff they used to sell individually just got compressed into a cell phone, so they don't need to do so anymore. So that's why all those stores went out of fucking business, and it just makes perfect sense. And it is crazy, like you think like answering machine back in the day, like. But anyhow, we're way off topic.
Yeah.
Point is, Season of the Witch.
That's just a testament of how good this movie is.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
this movie's way off topic, so I think it's only kind of like apropos that we do the same thing. I think it's kind of funny.
I mean, I literally got bored and fell asleep. I was tired, to be fair. And
I
then-
expected
To be fair-
Spinal when they brought out the little fucking Stonehenge. I expected Spinal Tap to show up. and
Right,
start rocking.
right, yeah. They drop in the dwarves and have
Yep.
them dance around the motherfucker.
So dumb.
Yeah,
Like, why are
fucking
they
dumb.
chipping? Why are they chipping away at it? They don't even explain why they stole Stonehenge.
Yeah,
So
why
they're
weren't
like,
they?
Crystals.
they're like,
Okay,
grew
Jay, jump in
from
here.
Despicable Me. Like, what the
Just-
fuck is happening?
It's just the magical powers of Stonehenge. That's the only reason why.
Oh well, why
It's-
didn't I
it's-
think of that? That's an obvious answer. Fuck.
Well,
it's
that's
just
what
it's so funny because you want to do like a writing room. Like, how did that even come up with? Okay, guys, we need fucking magical powers. We need,
Yeah.
Stonehenge, man. Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in
Yeah.
Ireland. I mean, it's not in Ireland. It's in Britain, but it's close to Ireland. And so the Irish people they stole.
Halloween's-
Yeah, there we go.
why would they
Halloween
jack up the
started in
Blarney Stone?
Ireland. Oh.
I think you-
Why,
I think you
why did
pushed-
they think of that?
I think you've named it though, because you're like, imagine that writing room. All right, guys,
Yeah.
Stonehenge. I think
Yeah.
we got this.
You know what? I
Hey.
was going over the script and it's pretty good, but I don't see any lasers. I don't have any lasers. What the fuck? This is a horror
Look,
movie.
check it out.
Fuck all that. We need. Have you guys not seen Star Wars? It's
Yeah.
huge right now.
To be-
We need lasers.
To
I
be
went and
fair,
saw Pink Floyd last night. I'm telling you.
all right. To be fair, the good guy wins by dumping a box on top of the bad guys. That's how
Okay,
this movie
an
is.
endless box of bad, an endless box of bad.
The good
This
guy. The
fucking
good guy
box-
doesn't win. That's what I love about the writers' room. Is at the very end, millions of children will die.
Yeah.
Good.
That's
Green
right.
light that. Here's a shit ton of
Yeah.
money. Wait,
Well,
what is
what
it called? What is it called? Season of the Witch? No, call it Halloween 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Here's
yeah,
much
yeah.
money.
Well, time
Yeah,
out.
kill
Didn't
all kids.
No, the kids will be fine. The Stonehenge blew up. The kids will be fine,
No,
won't they?
at the very end, Duck, they played the video and all the shit started
The
coming out of the
third
kids'
channel,
masks.
yeah, the third channel
Oh,
wouldn't
Yeah.
fucking stop playing it. It went to
Yep.
channel 1, and it's like this broadcast has been interrupted.
So the
Channel
last
2,
thing you see are the kids wearing masks with shit coming out of them.
oh, I didn't see anything coming out of the mask, so I didn't.
Did I miss that?
Yeah, that's Mandela effect. That didn't
Oh,
happen.
Mandela.
Yeah,
effect. Okay.
yes.
So what happened? Oh, at the
but
end,
they
you
were,
don't see
they
it.
were like,
They were watching
it's
it.
the TV. The TV is flashing. It's
Gotcha.
eluded. It's eluded.
It's eluded. Yeah. Sorry.
I
Mandela, I got
Mandela.
Mandela affected.
That's totally Mandela. That's all good.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Mandela.
Yeah.
thanks, Mandela.
Hopefully his estate isn't like really upset. Like everyone says.
Oh, dude, we need to make shirts.
Yeah, thanks,
Remember when Mandela
Dude.
died in prison next to the Berenstain Bears, and then all the kids died at the end of Halloween 3, and Luke
Dude.
said, "I am your father."
And they're all eating
I
Kit
wanted-
Kats without hyphens in between.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to buy into the Mandela effect so much whenever it first started happening, and then it's just like, no, this is just mismemory. Like these
Yeah.
motherfuckers don't know
Yeah.
like what's
But when
happening.
the fact that it's shared by so many people, that's where I think the mystery comes from.
Yeah, we were
I
talking
guess,
about the
yeah.
Berenstein. We were talking about the Berenstein.
yeah, the Berenstein, that was the main one for me.
For
But
me,
I
it was
thought,
Luke, I am your father. That was I swore that's what he said.
No, I am your father.
Yep.
I can tell you where you got the.
I said, Luke, I am your father.
I could tell
I
you
know.
where you got the Luke. I am your father.
Because so many
Tommy
people
Boy?
The
spoofed
Simpsons?
it. No, yeah,
Jesus.
so many people spoofed
Tommy
it
boy.
that it was like they added it into things, and this was immediately after Star Wars even happened, that they had to say, Luke, I am your father, just to make the audience know what the fuck they were talking about. Because if you said,
Gotcha.
no, I am your father, they wouldn't really get
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying?
But 100%, I know I got fucked up by Tommy Boy with Chris Farley saying it into the fan.
Luke,
Yeah, Luke, I am
your father.
100% where I got it.
Well, what was the other one? Was the people thinking Sinbad was in a movie about
Shazam.
yeah,
Shazam.
I blame that on racism
And
more than
nobody
anything.
knows it was Shaquille O'Neal and Kazam. Everybody's like, how are you gonna confuse Sinbad with Shaq? Like, what the
I blame racism on that one. I apologize.
That one never got me.
Okay,
Yeah, I was never because I've heard people like they get real mad. No, I swear, in the '90s, I saw a movie on DVD. I was like, I never watched those movies. So
I've seen people so hardcore that they Photoshop actual VHS tapes with Sinbad
that's
and
funny.
fucking like
That's
genie
funny.
pose on there.
yeah,
Like I'm telling, like it's out of
It's
control.
It's out of control. Back to the movie. What
Oh,
is
yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah, I
for you
forgot about
We're
guys?
still talking about this?
Well, I am curious, Jay and David. What makes you turn around on this? Was it just time and distance, and you're just like, you know what? I kind of like that weird Halloween movie. I kind of, or is it?
it's a good bad movie. I like good bad movies. I like movies that are meant to be good but are awful. The acting is awful. It's just so bad. It's catchy. I love the ending of it. I think the ending of it's really cool. But it's so bonkers, man. It's so bonkers. Lasers, Stonehenge. You know, a creepy old guy fucking everybody, and he's the hero. You know, it's like, thanks a lot, Me Too. This used to be our heroes, and now you ruined it. Yeah, James Bond the other day didn't even fuck one of the girls. He was like, oh, I'll just buy you a drink and walk you home. Fuck that. I want my James Bond fucking chicks and then them dying immediately afterwards.
Jay, how do you follow that?
I'll try, but no, the best thing that I actually took from this movie, one of the reasons I think I kind of actually got into it is, have y'all all seen the 4th, 5th, and 6th movies in the
The
franchise?
Thorn trilogy, is that
No,
called?
I stopped after 3 and then came back on with
Okay,
the most recent one.
So when 4 came out, it is considered by a lot of people to be a masterpiece, only because it followed this movie. It was called The Return of Michael Myers, and so of course everybody went gaga over it. And then in the next one, The Revenge of Michael Myers, at the very end of that movie, I'm going to spoil it. So if you haven't seen it, it's a 30-year-old movie. Get over it.
Oh
Wow.
man, I'm
No,
gonna watch it right now.
Please
No,
stop.
no,
I haven't
no.
seen it.
At the very end of the movie, it's weird. Okay, so like in that movie, Michael Myers gets arrested. and
Finally.
he's in jail, and then
And the
all
cops kill him. Oh, that's right. He's white.
No,
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
He's just wearing white face. You don't even know it.
No, he's actually. I believe he's. Yeah, you don't see his face, but what you do see is you see
is this dick.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh, man,
circumcised.
he ain't white.
He's Jewish.
He ain't white.
That's how he got his revenge. He's Jewish and he used his Jewish powers. Sorry, my dad hacked into my headset and he was talking to me. Sorry,
And
sorry,
so-
Jay. Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, my dad had to my headset also whenever I was born. So,
And so at the end of that movie, this guy in all black actually shoots up the police station Terminator style and frees Michael Myers. And so then in part 6, you find out that he is actually part of this Black Thorn cult. And so they, in a way, tried
it's
to
Candyman this whole time.
they tried to bring it all together, and I just kind of appreciated that. I think they failed pretty dastardly.
Yeah.
They had to retcon it with H2O, but I was like, I think also people just get really tired of people telling them what they have to like and what they don't like.
So
I just think
which one?
society.
Which one? I mean, that for me.
Well, 6
which one
has
had the
2
Paul
cuts.
Rudd? Who has Paul Rudd in it?
That's
Which one?
6.
Okay.
That's 6.
That's
And it
the one I
has-
wanna watch.
And it has
Halloween.
It has 2
Clueless.
cuts. It has 2 cuts of it. That's the problem. There was the director's cut, and they got kind of taken and turned into the studio cut. And so they never released the director's cut. I think you can find bootlegs of it out there, which kind of completes the Thorn trilogy a little bit more. But it was never ended correctly. It wasn't done the way the director or the producers intended. So that's the complication with that. And then H2O resets it. I think H2O follows the second movie, doesn't it? It does use the second movie's canon. And then the 2018 only uses the first movie's canon. So everything with the sibling stuff has been taken completely out of context, or it doesn't exist. As far as I know, I haven't watched Halloween Kills yet, so I don't know if they bring it back in or not. But
hey, Jay, does Halloween Kills take up right after the 2018? Kind of like 1 and 2?
Yes, but I will tell you this: it does use footage from a non-canon movie, which has caused quite the stir amongst fans.
Oh, do tell.
I think it uses footage from like part 4, which is not considered canon in this universe. So they're hoping that this might open up the door for
Look out.
maybe, well, the big one everyone wants to see, for whatever reason, everybody really wants to see Josh Hartnett. Everybody really, really wants to see his character. And I can understand it. I can understand it because in a way he kind of is like the final, if they were related, since they're not, but because it went Michael to her to him, so it's like, I could see it.
what is the homage that they do to the mask in this movie, in the new one, Halloween Kills? They do a scene where kids have the 3 masks from Halloween 3. Is that right?
Do y'all want to know? I mean,
Yeah,
we're getting into spoiler territory. Basically,
Oh.
they're these 3 shitty fucking kids, and they're just kind of like, at first they're playing pranks on adults. Like they play this prank where they say this kid ate like razor blade candy, and so they get these two gay guys who live in the Michael Myers house, and they get them worked up, and then they like scare them and go ha ha ha, and then they go away. And here's the fucked up thing. Well, not fucked up, but you're expecting, okay, it's little kids, season of the witch. These kids are gonna get it. Well, they don't. They lose their masks, and 3 of the adults get killed. And Michael
bullshit.
and Michael puts the masks on each one of the adults as a way of. So in the trailer, when you see the kids with the masks, it's really adults.
Okay.
Fuck that! I'm not watching. I'm
Wasted
boycotting this movie.
opportunity. Wasted
Wasted.
opportunity.
No wonder they said this movie is fucking stupid.
I'm excited to watch it. I'm definitely going to check it out. Guys, what else is there about Halloween 3 though? I mean, other than we talked about what do you mean about the pedophilia stuff? I didn't catch pedophilia drifts of this.
No, I
The
really didn't.
fact that she didn't disclose her age.
Oh, that's true. He does say, "How old are you?" Yeah, okay.
Sorry, Jay. I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
it's cool. Like, there was, and God knows you're not going to hear me defend any of this. In literature and comic books, there was kind of like a a teacher-student kind of like trend going on with some things. A prime example of this would be the Teen Titans. Teen Titans, for those of y'all who are comic book fans, was the most popular comic book in the 80s. It outsold X-Men. That's how big it was. And it was literally keeping DC afloat. And they decided to do this storyline called the Judas Project, where this girl infiltrated the Titans and reported back to Daddy Deathstroke, who she was having a serious fucking like lurid sexual affair with. And this was a comic book that any kid could buy. Like this was like I'm telling you, like, all right, here's my money, and I'm watching a teenage girl obviously having sex with someone who's clearly 20 to 25 years older than she was. I'm not saying, I'm guessing it was kind of chic in some regards back then, but yeah, when she goes, I'm older than I look, or something like that, I was like, okay, yeah, they're definitely going Halloween Lolita with those two.
I'm saying, I don't think I have any room to talk, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where I didn't get that vibe at all, but I forgot about that scene completely. I forgot about a lot of scenes in this movie. It's just, I hope that it grows on me in time. I want to like it. And that's the other thing. I didn't see how it was typically a bad movie. I just thought it was a middle of the road kind of movie. I thought it was like, it's a movie. And what's going to stick with me is that terrible looking back skyline as they're leaving the factory exploding. That was like, this is the worst effect ever. Yeah,
Pretty
I was
bad.
like, fuck this. It's just a boring movie. It's paced weird, but there.
It made me want to make some eggs. Okay, well, like I was looking.
You
at
wouldn't have
the
missed
fucking
anything,
robot.
dude.
I was looking at the robot guts, and I was like, "That looks like some runny yolk," and I want to make some fucking Popeye toast right now.
I was gonna say you wouldn't have missed anything either. You could have went and made some eggs because there's some long, weird shots in this movie and some long moments of silence, and it's just a weird movie. But like I said, there's a Foley titty in that, and I appreciated that. I thought that was kind of nice. Guys, anything else about the movie? You know? No. All right.
What movie?
Well,
What movie?
let's go to recommendations. Jake, do you recommend this bad boy?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, if you want to have like, if you're watching it, if you've already seen it, you love it like these other guys, that's great. Yeah, watch it. But if you're watching it for your first time now, you're probably not gonna like it that much. I don't know.
David, do you recommend it?
I recommend it as a good bad movie.
Right on. So you think you need to watch it with a group of people and make fun?
Oh yeah. Get really high. Wear masks. Order the masks from Trick or Treat Studios.
I didn't wear my mask. That's what happened.
That's why it's not as enjoyable.
Yeah, I got high. Trust me.
Okay.
Jay, do you recommend it?
Yeah, just find out for yourself. Make your own decisions.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Recommend it because of the oddness of it, and
It's so weird. It's
the
so
fact
fucking
that
weird.
it has a legacy of pissing people off over and over and over again, and that it's just such an oddity. It's so weird that you have to kind of watch it at least once if you're a horror fan. I'm happy we watched it. I'm happy that I got to experience it, and I'm happy I never have to fucking watch it again. I'm just gonna stick to the Michael Myers movies from now on. So that'll be great. Give me the shape, baby. That's what I need. Hey everyone, it's just Duck jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just so you know, the next section of the podcast will be clips from the movie, so you can find replays of the live video stream at twitch.tv/We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com/We Are Podcast Network. Once again, all links can be found in the description. Come check out our live stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And for a full list of future films, check out our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And with that, back to the Horrorcast. With that said, let's go to some clips. I forgot to show the trailer. I keep forgetting to show the fucking trailers for these movies. All right. Y'all can see it?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Cool
sir.
sound and effects. I thought this was great. The sound is amazing.
Thank you, John Carpenter. I love your
Carpenter's
score.
killing it. The music was killer, and like with that with how it's like ding 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 dinging with the pumpkin being formed. I thought that was pretty cool.
Every
Brandon.
modern horror movie now is using that synth sound to give it some, gravitas. I mean,
Absolutely. 80s synth with the freaking coolness and the computer age stuff. Bar troubles. We're going squish.
Oh, please don't crush me.
I am robot.
Yeah, I had no idea whenever I watched that. I was like, oh, what?
The Mask.
Well, wait, this is here. One for you.
Really
one for
shitty
you.
mask he got then.
Who gets masks in bags?
Yeah, and they're crumpled.
Alcoholics.
Dude, they're bags from the bottles of beers he had because they're all crumpled up.
Yeah, exactly. Those are his fucking booze bags that he found cheap mask in.
Real quick, everybody, a pause on this
Yeah.
scene. That kid to the left is Joshua John Miller. He would go on to play in Near Dark in just 5 years. He is actually also the half brother of Jason Patrick, who would also play in a vampire movie the exact same year called
The Lost Boys.
What's
Yeah.
the matter? Don't you like them?
Mom already got us.
Good fun fact, Jay.
Silver
That one was
Sherlock,
fun.
look.
I was
Love
very
that
proud of
TV
that
in
one.
the background.
Nice
That
try.
was good.
8 more days to Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
Halloween. Good old fashioned sexual harassment. Gotta love it.
I think
Play the song again.
Agnes.
Woo!
Yeah. So she got him back.
Serious.
You're right. She smacked him back. Agnes knows what's up. Death by Goo Goo.
This is the best scene in the whole fucking movie.
I mean, he does rip out his septum.
Oh, this is great. Yeah. Like the most unexpected, like weird kill. Like
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Would that
awesome.
kill you?
yeah, it puts your bone in your brain.
Oh. Kaboom! Now, I didn't understand this at first, that he was a robot. I was like, did he do this because he got caught killing? Why
It's like,
why did
dude.
Conan O'Brien flambe himself?
Maybe he was against fucking communist rule.
A better movie. Definitely watching a better movie within this movie.
The Immortal Classic, followed by the big giveaway at 9. Brought to you by...
I'd just rather watch Halloween on a fucking RCA. Like,
Hey, is that John Carpenter doing the narration there?
Come on, come on.
Sounds like it,
Think
man.
so.
What's the matter? Don't you have any Halloween spirit?
No.
yeah, you rat bastard. Kissing a fembot, because I'm convinced she was a
Where'd you wanna
fembot the whole
sleep,
time.
Dr. Chalice?
Why is she so much smarter than the other dummy robots, though? Like she's like a
Depends,
real
ultimate
live
robot.
girl.
She's the best one. She's like the number one. Like,
And Cocker knew the whole time. The story makes no sense.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Why would he, did he just want that guy there so he can monologue at him for like an hour and a half? Like, I don't know. Hobo story
Hobo
dump.
story dump.
Let me tell you
Dude, that's a
something,
fucking album
You brought in
title.
every damn one of them factory people from the outside. You think you'd hire me, local boy? No way. Turn me down flat. If you haven't got $1 you can spare it, eh?
Just in the middle of the
Hey,
conversation.
Cochran? Fuck you!
Ooh, shh, easy,
It's all right. It's all right. It don't matter to me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say I'll suck your Cochran if you give me some of that whiskey.
That's how it would really go down.
Thanks
If you
for
read the
dog.
novelization, you'll see that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, it's in the liner notes. I know that.
Do the twist. The best death, I think.
I thought he was like trying to get head.
I know, it looks like they're sucking his
He's
dick.
like, fuck yeah. That guy right there that ripped his head off, that's Dick Warlock. He's a fucking like stunt man.
It looks like who's
No,
the
in
guy?
Hollywood. He has the best name ever.
Looks like who's the guy from Shameless?
William H.
William
Macy?
H. Macy.
Looks like William H. Macy a little bit, doesn't it?
Oh, don't you know?
Look at the blood
Yeah,
sport.
no, I told you. I just took the money for the lot.
Oh,
They should have kissed right there. There was a lot of tension between those guys.
Yeah.
Or you should have just taken
Ripped
his
his
dick
head
out
up
and started fucking his stump, and he was like, "Oh
Oh.
man, his corpse is so warm. Oh, it's so warm."
God. Oh, my God.
You know what the best part about fucking a stump is? You can't get an STD. So good. So
Oh my God. Snooping about. Oh God.
Oh no, the original Karen.
Yeah, that was shit.
She gets it so bad too.
Dude, that was like a fucking QVC code.
Oh, she got it so bad.
That's a great effect. I love it.
Nah, yeah, I would fuck that mouth. Oh yeah.
Oh
Dude.
God. David.
Sorry. Oh, never mind.
Now
I'm out.
I
I'm out.
would.
No.
There's that exotic beetle. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, why were there always beetles and snakes and stuff coming out of them? Jay?
People think they're gross.
Jay's like, I don't know. I don't know. After the stump
I've done
conversation.
enough tennis playing on this fucking movie. I'm tapped out.
Mask Factory.
I want a mask. Can I have a mask?
Just what I had in mind for you, little buddy.
It's kind of like Willy Wonka.
Oh, no.
It kind of is.
That's the guy from RoboCop, isn't it?
Final processing.
Holy shit.
Right? It's the RoboCop guy. Dick?
Bad guy?
Yeah, he was like the CEO and
No. That's not
Wonderful.
damn it.
No, the guy from Deliverance. You remember that movie?
Ronnie
The one
Cox
he played-
was the vice
Yes.
president. This guy played
Yes.
the CEO.
Yeah, right? He
Yeah.
played the CEO, right, Jay?
He's the one.
Did he
He's the one
really?
who He's the one who fired Dick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dick, you're fired.
man. Yeah, you win,
Yeah.
David. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'm convinced
I have?
David has one of these.
Where is she?
Where is she?
Uh-oh.
David, do you have one of those?
No, but I want one. That's pretty cool. Automatron. That's
Looking at the camera. I can't tell if he is or not. I'm going to let this up to you guys, but I feel like he's staring right down the barrel of this fucking camera. Shit.
Halloween.
Is he looking at us?
cool. Yeah, it looks like it.
Busy day for me.
He's looking at us, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's on accident.
What I
Yep.
liked before that, though, before that scene, like, the Chalice is there, and Conqueror is like, Chalice, after he'd already been, like, talking to one of his automatons for, like, a minute, like, whatever, doesn't matter. This is in my notes. I thought it was funny.
I mean, he knew who he was. Kid's
Yeah,
dead.
whatever.
This is a long ass fucking scene. So I might have to do it, but it's pretty cool and seizure inducing.
Now we're gonna get that for my fucking ringtone.
It's a big joke. I mean, look at that.
What else was Tom Adkins in?
Tons of stuff.
The Fog. He was one of the guys in The Fog.
It's pretty brutal.
Yes, and then crickets start coming out of it.
Snakes and crickets. I don't. Is it because the Irish on St. Paddy's Day they took all the snakes out of Ireland and they came through the mask?
Maybe.
No, that's stupid. I'm stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
That is brutal, though, right there.
I mean, St. Patrick's Day follows Halloween.
Is he having an orgasm? What the fuck?
I
is
think
that?
so. That's a rattlesnake, isn't it? Holy shit.
It is. Yes,
Fuck.
that is a
They
rattlesnake.
weren't fucking around with that.
All right, that damn song. Get prepared to have it stuck in your head because this is the whole thing, and we're gonna get copyright struck on it. Silver shimmer.
It's almost
Dayton,
time,
Ohio.
kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the horror-thon.
New York, New
Remember the
York.
big giveaway.
Hey, you have the wrong mask on, asshole.
Seriously.
Omaha,
It's
Nebraska.
almost time.
It's ma'am.
Nothing here sets these apart. Baton Rouge. That one kid was safe. Los Angeles, California.
It's all wear the same mask.
It's the
Yeah.
Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Now that's the iconic scene right
Yeah.
there.
There's
the
a beautiful
poster.
shot.
In Phoenix, Arizona. The silhouette, that's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really great shot
It's a
for
killer.
sure. But I was always misled. I thought the fucking kids and three masks were going to be killing people in this movie.
Oh, what if they brought him back for like the Purge or something like that?
I don't know, but that's just what I always thought because they were like the most iconic parts of this fucking movie.
Yeah, I think somebody told me like what a long time ago what this movie was and kind of ruined it for me. So I kind of knew it. I thought it's such a weird premise, the idea that you wear a mask, watch TV, and you die.
Like,
It's so
you know what
bizarre.
ruined this movie for me?
The movie.
Yeah, it's this movie for sure.
You know-
Monologuing. Sorry,
If
go ahead.
looking back, you know what I think could have made this movie really fucking cool? If it was
Michael
told.
Myers.
Well, hear me out. Yes and no. Yes, in the fact that it is about Michael Myers, but what if it's told from the perspective of the trick-or-treating kids that never quite get to Michael Myers? So like everything kind of happens around them. And so like the whole movie, like they're almost where like something horrible is gonna happen and it eludes. I don't know. I think it could have done it.
But like if the kids were like the Goonies going up against Michael Myers, is that what you're trying
Ooh.
to say?
That would be kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
a
watch
Monster
that
Squad.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like a Monster Squad-esque.
Yeah.
Some kids going against Michael Myers, like
thought that's-
Stranger Things style.
I thought that's what Halloween Kills kind of is, though, is like the town fighting back, isn't it?
Not children.
Yeah. but
Yeah.
The adults fight back, right?
Tim Burton said that his characters in Nightmare Before Christmas, the three characters that were the three masks, they were inspired by Halloween 3.
I could see that. Yeah.
That makes
100%.
sense.
Absolutely.
Monologuing.
Halloween. The Festival of Samhain. The last great one took place 3,000 years ago on the hills ran
He's got a great
red
voice.
with the blood of animals and children. Sacrifices is part of our world. Our craft. Witchcraft. I'm glad you'll be
There's
able to
your
watch
witch,
it.
Ducky.
Oh,
Halloween.
shit. Good call. Says Happy Halloween, then he plays Halloween. I think that's him.
He's the real Dick Warlock.
Yeah. A box of coins? This is how you defeat them?
It goes on forever. There's no way. Nope.
I cut it
Still
down.
raining out coins on these bitches.
They hate playing Pac-Man, that's why. Ugh.
There you go. Man, I'm hungry for breakfast.
How is that not a pentagram?
Ah, good point.
I thought it was
This
a
is
portal.
cool. I like the way
You
he
look
looks.
up, there's an orange circle above it.
I like that.
Oh, what the
That
fuck?
is so interesting looking. I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
He's a lizard person.
Baboosh, baby.
Here comes Spinal Tap. Back bottom girls.
Yeah.
The big bottom girls.
This looks horrible. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's really
The
bad.
bigger the cushion, the sweeter the cushion.
Robotic
I
lady.
thought they were a real band. That's how dumb I was.
Big bottoms.
I
big
thought it was a real
bottoms.
documentary, and I thought it was a real
Oh,
band.
whenever you first saw it.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I had
The
no
very
idea. I
first
was like,
time I saw it all, I thought that also.
well, and then halfway through it, I was like, man, all their drummers keep dying. This is weird.
Well, I noticed Michael McKean as fucking Squiggy or Lenny.
Oh,
halfway
okay, you
fucking
got him.
through,
Yeah, I
and
never
was
got
like,
him, man.
Yeah.
I got the guy from what was it, Archie Bunker. I was like, wait a minute, that's the guy that was the son of Archie Bunker. Yeah. So I recognized him half. Then I was like, wait a minute, I've been lied to. This isn't a real documentary.
Yeah, you go back and watch it, you're like, holy shit, that's Billy Crystal and that's Dana Carvey.
Yeah. Fran Drescher. Yep.
Right.
Sorry, how the fuck did we get off on it? Sorry, that's my fault.
Not a big deal.
Are we still watching this movie?
Robotic Lady. It's almost done. Robotic Lady.
Let's fuck with your robotic pussy.
Finbot.
Why were you using the script the other night? I said, choke me, bitch. You weren't doing nothing.
Ew.
They had to show that gross little.
Ash.
Now,
He's gonna say it. He's gonna say, "Take the head with you."
I'd still fuck that. I'd still fuck.
Yeah, he should have picked it up and just on the town.
That ass. When you see that ass, man, looking good in those short ass jeans, man.
I'm telling you, Jordan ass jeans, bro.
Yeah, she's still warm.
Yeah.
She's still warm. You gotta get it done fast, man. You
Yeah.
gotta
No
jump in
one
there
wins.
fast. Don't fucking wait
Everyone
around.
dies.
Just look around, look to your left, look to your right, jump in.
Baby's got her blue jeans on.
For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time. You've got to
Yeah, stop the song. Stop the song.
Oh yeah.
At this point in the movie, everyone's like, "Yes, please stop the song."
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
I wonder how many people got seizures. Like while
Oh, I
watching
know.
that shit.
Back before
Like,
they warned people about strokes
yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
Absolutely.
dude. They had totally epilepsy. Fucking.
Yeah.
With,
Absolutely.
That's
All
how
right,
it made so
guys.
much money because people were like, "Holy shit, people are like dying in this." theater."
yeah.
I'm
gotta
too bad we don't have Bobby
Yeah.
Frisky on the cast so we can come in and be like, "Hey, you guys, we were given these Halloween masks from this movie theater. I went and saw it, and then Slithis came out."
All right, guys. All right, recommendations. Let's go to it. First one's going to be, I'm going to go off the kind of the fembot thing here. I'm going to recommend At World's End, which is the third movie in the Coronado trilogy. Is that right? Is that what it's called?
Oh, I
Not
hate this movie.
I
don't hate this movie.
Love it because
Hot Buzz is the
spoilers-
best.
Yes, I think Shaun of the Dead is the best. I like this one
Hot
though
Fuzz.
because halfway through, big time spoilers, you find out that there are aliens that are abducting them and creating robots out of them, and it is fucking cool as shit. So absolutely love it when the robots show up. I thought that was so much fucking fun. What a great movie. Have you guys seen this? Did I just spoil it for you? I apologize.
I heard it wasn't any good, so I didn't watch it.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I'll tell you. I watched this movie with Jeremy Malega like 7-8 years ago, and Simon Pegg in the movie is a really bad drunk, and he's wasted a lot of his adult life, and that's the story. And so at the time, Jeremy had been going through a lot of demons, and so we saw that, and it just kind of like it got a little too real, if that makes
Triggered.
sense.
Oh, yeah.
Triggered.
Totally.
Absolutely. No doubt. Lame. I apologize. The second
Don't
one-
apologize. It's just the movie is this movie is an anti-alcohol movie. Don't get it twisted. It's definitely got some true messages it's telling you.
Well, the second movie I'm going to
Maybe I
recommend
should have
is
want to watched it whenever I was drinking.
yeah. The second one I'm going to recommend isn't so much a horror movie, but also has robots in it. It's going to be Westworld, the original Westworld.
Yes, I love
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie. Fucking
the
love
original
this movie.
Westworld
Yeah.
is bomb. It
The
is
original
so good.
Terminator, man. Yul
Yes.
Brynner, the original Terminator.
And he's amazing
Oh,
in it. He's creepy.
so
He's
good.
Awesome. Good, Jake.
I was gonna tell David, thank you for my Yul Brynner print. Also, there you go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's
Oh,
badass,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, dude. I really dig this movie. I think everyone needs to watch it. I love the TV series too. I think it's badass. I think they've done wonderful, but this movie holds up hands down. It's just awesome. And to see that you're seeing it now, the special effects, and just the premise of it and just how sadistic humans are towards the robots. It's ridiculous.
I believe this was Crichton's first time directing.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was. And obviously he took this idea and expanded it into Jurassic Park in a big
You know what else is crazy? How much James Brolin and Christian Bale look alike.
Boom, man.
Fucking insane. Look at them right there.
God.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep.
Insane. All right, guys. Do you have any recommendations along the lines of Halloween 3? All I could go was with the robot theme. That's all I could think because of the fempod. But you guys got anything?
I'm gonna go along with the kind of like the what you just said there, Westworld. It's the Stepford Wives.
The original or
the original.
Okay.
Yep, because it's that same type of thing where it's like Disney World type of thing, and they're making robots out of women. But yeah, the original Stepford Wives, man, is really fucking creepy.
Yeah, Jake, did you have one?
I had a suggestion because I don't think we covered it yet. And yeah, I guess a recommendation because we brought up the Poltergeist earlier, but I want to watch the Poltergeist 2 again. I like that one a lot. I think.
Hey,
it's really
you still have a movie to pick for your pick, so if you want to,
I just did.
All right, done.
I just
Write
did.
it down.
You're all gonna die.
Yeah, dude, the old man in it is the fucking best. Like,
Oh
that
yeah,
scared
he's
the
so
shit
good.
out of me
He's
as
so
a
good.
kid in it. Yeah, dude.
We'll talk about this here in a minute. I'll bring this up again. Jay, did you have a recommendation?
Man, it's no. I'm good. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted.
I got you.
I've never been so tired after a cast. Like, not even defending a movie, just like, ugh. Yeah, I'm spent.
It's cool. All right.
Spent.
Well, real quick, Jay.
It's the song. The song drained you, man.
Yeah.
Jay,
Hey,
where can
more
they
days
find
till Halloween.
Halloween. Jay, Ego Phoenix Fearcast. Where can they find it?
Yeah, just go to facebook.com/egophoenix, EGOPHENIX. Today's country will be Iceland, a country I'm not that familiar with. But I'm really hoping. Basically this month I'm doing a random country generator where I do a different countries, try to do horror movies or something horror related every day. I'm still waiting to hit some heavy hitters that I haven't quite hit. But Iceland, we'll see. I've done a lot of Scandinavia this year, so it's got a lot of good stuff in that region.
I'm pretty
they have
sure
the troll.
Bjork
Yeah,
is in
Bjork's in it.
movies.
Yeah.
So she's from Iceland.
That's true.
Looking it up. David, where can they find you on the internet, good sir?
You can find me at Stop Motion Nightmares on Facebook, and on Instagram you can find me at Children of Dave. And if you want to come out to Louisville at the Copper Penny, I'll be performing with a burlesque show on Saturday, October 30th, and then Sunday, October 31st, Halloween. I will be hosting the most fucked up comedy show of all time, where you'll have comics impersonating dead comics. I think they're all dead comics.
No, there's a couple that aren't.
Well, they'll be dead after they watch their impersonations.
Dead to me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be awesome. And then finally, we've got you can find us at wearepodcast.podbean.com, where you can find all the podcasts. Head over to our social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at /WeArePodcast Network. If you want to check out the WAP and reviews, those are on the YouTube and the Twitch at /WeArePodcast Network. I think I said that already. And finally, you can find us every Monday for Camp/Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past, live on Twitch at 8 p.m. Central. I believe next week is session 9, which is David's pick. I believe that's what we're looking at. So we will see you next time. With that said, keep horror in your heart. If I don't drink, I remember to say it. Yay. Keep horror in your heart. And thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Halloween to everyone. Happy Halloween, Halloween. Silver Shamrock. All right, with that said, let us cut the feeds. And there it is. Thank you again so much for checking out the podcast today. If you enjoyed it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And since this is Camp/Horrorcast, if you want to check us out live, we will be on Twitch and YouTube every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. You can find us at twitch.tv/We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com/We Are Podcast Network. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcasts here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Air, where we talk movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. That's me, that's Jake, and that's Javi. We're breaking down that pop culture and we're having so much fun. And don't forget to check out We Are Bagu, a video game podcast where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. That's me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood breaking down all that video game lore, heroes, Gyros, dungeons, and distractions side quests. Me and the boys were playing some D&D. You can start that one from Season 1, Episode 1. It's a blast the whole way through. And I hate being sober. Personal stories from epic people. I sit down with some of my favorite people of all time. We talk about their trials, their tribulations, and their journey this far. Also, check the links in the description for our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast Network. With that said, hopefully we see you in the live stream.